Hello and welcome to a very special Thursday night Fall Guys stream. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
As ready as I'll ever be.
As ready as we'll ever be.
I've got my shower taken care of, so I'm no longer smelling gross. And I've got my food.
Shaneen, could you turn up your mic just a little bit? Do you have the ability to do that?
Is this any different?
Vocal. I apologize for my chewing noises in advance.
And Poco better?
Yeah,
or...
that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be playing squads, so we will be matched up with a random person as our fourth. So
Okay.
we're going to just see how it goes. And the good news is, like, have y'all played squads since they put it out?
No.
Okay.
Not
So-
at all.
So the gist is, for most things, we score points as a team. And as long as we are in the team, like the certain cutoff of the teams with the top number of points, we keep going. So like in a round that like two of us could get eliminated, and then like I'm mentioning y'all could be the ones that stay, and y'all would keep earning points. And as long as the points y'all earn like surpasses the other teams, we would all get carried into the next round.
Cameron, your faith in me is considerably larger than the skill I actually have in this
Hey.
game.
I believe in this team. Also, I was gonna die if we did Fall Guys or did Slime Climb first. Like,
That's it.
just sets the tone for the whole stream, going straight into Slime Climb. And
I've
what's
not
up,
done this
Lock
one
Steady?
before.
This is one of the newer. Like, I guess it's medieval, right? But this one is indeed a level.
Ah.
That's kind of how I feel
Don't
about
say.
it.
Oh. Okay.
There I am.
No. Okay. This is gonna be a rough
Oh.
first round.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm not sure the actual strategy, but one of the things that I tend to do is like jump like the opposite direction the fan is going.
I just tried that and failed miserably.
Um,
Ah.
yeah, Locke, the new PC seems to be doing pretty well. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it helps that like the game is through the PlayStation, so like, oop.
Someone pushed me off. Or I may have just jumped off.
Oh.
Let's see, do they? Ooh, okay. Shaneen,
Oh.
I believe.
If I would stop just like walking off the edge, that would probably help a lot.
I got a checkpoint, finally.
Yeah, Locke, it definitely seems to be much better. I was very impressed, even with how well it did during like just the podcast with Shaneen and I on Monday. Like my old PC struggled to just do that, and so like we're pretty happy that we're not at like 3 frames per second with with running like 3 cameras and the stream out at the same time. We're still very quiet. Okay, let me see. I can turn up our audios. Oh, that's mute.
Hmm.
Let me see. I don't know if I have too much control. No. We'll see where we're at once the level gets going and see if there's anything we can do there. Like I can crank everyone, but I don't know if that's the best.
Crank it. Crank it.
And I could also like turn down game volume so that way it was just Imagine coming through. Okay, so the giant fans are the worst things. Just calling that out now.
Good to know. The ones towards the end.
We're using Streamlabs, and then we're using Discord for the video and audio.
Oh, these fans. That's what you meant by
Oh,
fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no.
Is there a button you can click to hold on to the edges?
R2.
Okay.
Okay, finally made it past the first fan.
Oh, okay.
I got past it the first time I tried. And then I fell off. The trick to these. Ha ha.
Whoa, what happened? Huh?
So the audio is much better now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had us all turned down a little bit. I think that was just where it was from the podcast. And so. What's up, Co-op Trio Podcast? Shout out to y'all.
Did it?
Y'all, I've just kind of accepted that I suck at this game.
This game takes a lot of practice. Like, it's one of those games that, like, and even then, like
I realized there was a hole there.
Yeah. You'll have, like, runs where you get through a bunch of stuff, and then, like, I've had runs where I won't even qualify on the first level after, like, having 3 in a row making it to the finals. And it's just like, well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
It's right there.
But hey, we got a qualification. We made it to the second round. So yeah. We'll regroup and go back in. We were 1 squad out, so we were 7th, right? So. Oh, I did not exit. Let me go here. Okay. I love this Robo Shark. And one of the things they added is like daily challenges too, which is like a pretty, I think it's a cool change. Like you can earn like Crown Shards and stuff like that.
I'm gonna pause for a minute.
Okay.
Not pause, but
regroup.
Well, the top of my computer screen is blocking my TV, the bottom of the TV, so I just want to make sure I'm seeing the whole thing. So you're gonna get an awkward angle of my face, but it's better than nothing. Okay, now I'm ready.
Yep. So Emma, how was class today?
Great. Boring.
Oh.
I'm not complaining because it's the fun kind of boring.
Oh yeah.
We all send memes to each other in our group chat.
Nice.
During classes, and they're all usually related to what's happening in class anyway. So I still learn stuff. So it's just like we just make memes out of whatever's happening in class.
What's up, Chunk? Nice. I've been like this training for work that's like 4 hours a day, and Oof. It very much feels like school. And I really wish I had people to send memes to.
It's pretty wonderful. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I did this one the other night. That was pretty okay.
Oh, I like this one. This is one of like the brand new ones.
Yeah.
I think for season 4. So.
I wasn't horrible at it. I'll put it that way. wasn't horrible at
Oh,
it.
co-op. Sorry that we have to see you go. Um, we just believe in the team. And if I've learned as a good hint for Fall Guys for Fall Guys in general, be in the front. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's always better if you're in the front. The challenge, of course, is you have to get to the front.
Yeah. That's definitely the challenge.
Oh goodness.
Doesn't help when someone has the exact same outfit on their character as you.
Yeah. I've specifically changed my outfit before because that's happened sometimes. Like especially when they do the like the IP crossover ones, there'll be so many people in it that it's just like, it's like, no, I don't think we're gonna do this.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. This one's not going well.
I really wish they would add, I mean, and this is kind of how I feel for like all the battle royales. I would love it if they would just do a like training mode. Like where you could actually just like,
Yeah.
you could just like go through the, you could just like go through the levels and just get like a rep in.
That would be
every
nice.
level.
I would greatly appreciate that. Obviously, since I just got across the line for the first time.
I would also like that because some of them with like angles and stuff, it's hard to know
Yeah.
exactly how much space there is. And I almost always manage to fall in those spaces.
I still got across the line, so that's an accomplishment for me. Personally. I'm proud of myself.
Always Watson. Oh, I just got Laser Beam as a nickname. I would like to equip that, please.
Nice.
Chunk says we got to get that infallible trophy. I believe. If not tonight, when? So squads does, I think, like technically make it easier to get infallible, but I don't know. It's still like super like finicky.
Give me a sec.
No, you're good.
I am updating my appearance so that I can more easily find myself.
Let your uniqueness show.
Yeah.
I think RoboShark is like the first time I've like completely changed my outfit since like mid-season 1. I've always rocked the Triceratops, but
It was a fun one. I never got it, but
it rotates through the store every once in a while. But yeah, the shark is super cool. It's one of the ones on like the battle pass for this one.
yeah.
Is there screen tearing? It's not too bad. I will admit I do not have the best capture card. So, like, here we are. Okay, so our strategy. We're gonna get across the finish line and score points.
My main goal in all of this is just to get across the finish line.
If you see someone else, just push them. Just walk up to them. and push.
Run in. Do you just run into them, or is there an actual button you press to do that?
So, yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, like you can't really push too well. You can like bump people off. Like,
I'm good at this one. Okay.
Just by like
Keep
being
going.
next to them. But you can like grab people as they try to jump and like mess up their jumps. And then they like might fall to their death. Like at the end of this level is actually a really good place to do that.
Yeah.
Just got to give them a shove. There we go. I was like, what?
I was gonna say.
I was hoping that wasn't like the stream going down or something.
Yeah, no, it was on my end too.
Okay, so right of the loops. Oh, got booped. Do I know offhand if I'm broadcasting in 30 FPS or 60? I do not know offhand. I can check, but I do not have it.
I did not know there were springboards in between these blocks.
So if I'm streaming like lower FPS than the game, that could be the cause. Big Yeetus! Oh, Big Yeetus let me down. Oh, man. Well, yeah, that was all bad.
I see why you call it Big Yeetus.
Yeet!
That's its
Oh, it
developer
almost
given name.
yeeted me.
Ooh, Shaneen, you're right behind me.
Yeah, I super yeeted.
Okay, let's see if I can. It looks like I'm streaming in 60 FPS. At least that's what it's trying to do. Yes, the first Big Yeetus definitely backfired when it launched me like into the rotating thing, and then I got knocked off.
Yeah. I realize I said I'm good at this. I'm only good at this because I've finished pretty frequently on this one, but I also suck at it anyway. That's okay. Oh.
And this is one of the ones that like there's like 6 or 7 different versions of this level. Like a lot of the OG ones have so many like possible variations that like you can get ones that are like way more difficult than others. Like that happens a lot with the it's the one with the big windmill at the very end.
Oh yeah.
Like there's ones where like the windmill will go like super fast and it's very difficult to get through. Then there's other ones where it's like, oh, this is easy. Okay. Is there a Big Yeetus on this one? No, but there's a fan. Okay.
That's probably gonna mess me up.
Yep. I feel like that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Big problem.
It's fine.
Did we lose our... Oh, no, there's our 4th person. I hate they get to jump over the teeth.
I know.
Okay. I probably should have gone a different... Oh, man, got lucky. Oh, you got this. We all got this, I believe.
Yeah.
So we should
Proud
have
of
qualified.
myself, guys. That was probably one of the easiest levels I've ever done.
Yeah.
I've had like door dashes where it's been like every single wall I hit was bad. And it's just like, oh, here we go. Then there's other ones where it's just like smooth sailing all the way through.
I was kind of in the middle, so like it was kind of easy to just get to the right spots.
Yeah,
But-
that's one I purposefully don't want to be in front for.
No.
Okay, so for this
Oh,
one,
I've never actually done this one before.
I like this one a lot, but I get wrecked by it a lot. So there will be 2 snowballs that'll come out of the gun thing. The pink tiles will stay, but the blue tiles will chip out and fall. So
And
just
I assume we do not want to run into the snowballs, right?
yes, there's like a giant knockback off
I
the
see it.
snowballs.
I see it.
And so like it's very difficult to not get wrecked by the snowballs
Oh.
if they do hit you.
Good to know.
Like you kind of are just like living on a prayer at that point.
Yeah.
If they do hit you. Okay.
Oh,
Utter chaos.
Utter chaos.
Utter chaos. Oh, that could have been bad. Could have been bad, y'all. But it wasn't.
I saw that. I saw that.
I was doing fine. The snowballs had like
It was
narrowly
bad.
missed me several times, and then I just walked off the edge.
Yeah, I've been there.
As I
Been
do.
there.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Okay, let me. Oh, let me exit out. Oh, I did not get it. So one of the things that squads changes is that we can actually have like just a team game for the finals, and it's rough. Like
What
all
does
the
that mean?
so like basically any team game would be like our squad versus another squad in the finals,
I
or like
see.
as like a 4v4, and they are hard. When like I was playing with Chunk the other day, and we like the times that we got to the finals and it was a team game, we just got obliterated. Like it was one of those that I was like, because there's like a new team game where you're like lighting up tiles on the floor, and I have no clue what the strategy is for it, but we definitely did not know it. Like it was one of those that it's like
So there is one. It's just hard
yeah.
to figure out.
we just don't like. It seemed like we
You
were
don't know what
doing the things, and then like all of a sudden we'd be like, it'd be like a really tight match, and then like all of a sudden we'd be down by like 100 points.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, okay. But here we are.
Here we are.
While we're getting
You like
people.
RoboShark.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Shaneen, do you want to do a little self promo?
On Sunday, Thy Geekdom Come 2, a sci-fi devotional comes out, and you can read 2 devotionals by me
Whoop whoop.
Woohoo!
in that book. There'll be lots of blog posts and social media giveaways
That's exciting.
coming up this week.
Nice. And you were saying you got your copy today?
I did.
Nice. How's it feel to be published?
Very surreal. I don't know.
It seems like one of those things that's like, oh, the person next to us or on our team is just wearing the generic like single color.
Yeah.
They're either awesome or have never played before.
Just wait for it. Just wait. Just give it time. And then I don't listen to my own advice.
Yeah, I just felt too.
Ooh, that's the middle of the... That is not the platform.
I love it when like a bunch of people just fell to their death and everyone like immediately jumps back on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say as I basically do that. Like,
Oh, no.
I just tried to do it again.
Oh, come on.
I was so close. Yeah. It looks like there's a little bit of... Oh, I just didn't jump. There we go. There's like a little bit of lag with some of the like background stuff. I don't know if it's like just having to do with... I mean, it shouldn't have to do with streaming because the game isn't coming to the computer. So it must just be the...
Takes a lot of concentration on my part.
Well,
What?
I feel like that was none of our good... like,
No.
I will say the blue one is the only one of us that qualified. So,
The most generic outfit.
yes.
Oh.
I
I don't
didn't
care that I
even
have to pay
think-
my credit card bill right now. I know I have to pay it. Thank you very much for telling me. Now go away, email.
I didn't think I was doing that bad.
Yeah. And then it was just like...
I just leveled up. Yay!
There's so
Nice.
many people around me.
Yeah. It's okay. We just refocus, going back in.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
The caterpillar from Bug's Life.
Yes.
I always think of that.
Yes.
Frequently think of it when I see butterflies.
If you're in chat, how has your day been? What all you been up to? Anything crazy happened today? I think my dose 2 of the vaccine symptom or side effects are finally gone.
Well, that's nice.
Nice.
I just got myself on a waiting list to get my first. So, who knows how long that's going to take, but I'm trying.
And I will say, all things considered, I'm very happy with when the side effects started because it was like legitimately like 30 minutes after we finished recording the podcast on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And I
boy.
was just
That's
like,
ideal timing.
right. I was just super glad it wasn't like in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
Nice. Locke gets their second dose on the 23rd. Excited to get to be done with getting it? Yes, definitely. Oh, this is the windmill one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
The very last one is always what gets me.
on this one, Shaneen gave me you dive to the side opposite or with the spin, I guess. And then that helps you
makes
get
sense.
through it. She gave me that hint and it completely changed my Fall Guys. How are we not in... I'm always super confused. Oh man, danger's happening. Bad things are occurring. Okay. Everyone calm down. Oh, there's Santa's. I know him.
Do you know?
Okay, I believe.
Oh, okay. Get up. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, okay.
Oh man, I saw that, Shaneen. That was not... Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh no, Emma.
You're not allowed to eat me backwards. Not cool.
Woo! Oh, that shark's messing with you.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, it just took me to like somebody that's still at the starting line.
Oh boy.
A valuable
we're done.
valuable contribution to their squad.
Yeah.
Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. That was a good round. What are those green ones? Like in the bottom middle? I do not know what that is.
Alien.
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. They could just be aliens. Yeah.
Are all the Santas on the same team?
I hope so.
Me too.
I need that.
It'd be pretty dope.
Like,
Team Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm decent at this one.
this is another one of those where like I'll have runs where like I'll get it, like do amazing, get like top 5 or so, like a couple runs, and then I'll just get obliterated the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real 50-50 on this one.
Usually when I say decent, I mean I've actually finished several times on this level.
Hey, sometimes that's where you got to start, and you just got to work your way up.
Yep. That's my baseline. Just finish.
Oh, okay, barely made it through. Yeah, like I mean, especially with squads, like since we all get points, like you're not trying to like just get across the line, or it is just trying to get across the line. You're not actually, you don't need to worry about like placements or any of those. It's just get across and get some points for the team.
That was like the fastest run I've
Yes.
ever had.
Yeah, you're like
Yes.
zooming. Good job, everyone. We all qualify, or we all got through, so we should all qualify. Since like we're sitting in
I
fourth.
feel
right now.
accomplished. I'm proud of myself. But let me tell you, this game, whenever I do finish, it's just a big confidence booster.
Yeah.
Like the group of pigeons on the left.
Okay, it looks like there are 5 Santas, so at least one Santa's a traitor. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Ah, yes, this one.
Rematch, rematch.
Gonna do
Rematch.
better this time.
Okay. Remember, here's what we do. We just don't die. That's our strategy.
Great advice, Cameron.
Yeah.
Great advice.
I would make an awesome coach. Just
10 out of 10. Best advice.
just don't die.
Just don't die. I say right.
Yeah, as I say,
before
as I
getting hit
almost
by
fall to my death.
right
Like,
before I get hit with a snowball.
I'm out of the game.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Oh boy,
no.
Cameron.
Oh no.
Really
Oh, no.
pumping up the pressure.
I cannot stop getting hit by
Oh.
snowballs.
Emma, that was amazing.
I know. I don't know how I survived that. Oh,
Who's our friend on the team? Poncho? Their name's Poncho.
No.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Rex.
Oh.
Bummer, dude.
It's all good. We did better. We had some good qualifications. We
We did
all
better.
finished on multiple levels.
Woo!
Like, we're getting there. I believe. Ooh, and I just got one of my daily things.
Oh, me too.
Ooh, so did I.
I wonder if the dailies are always the same or if it's random. I just got 2 crowns for part of the battle pass.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. You regroup. Thank you, Bloodbot, for the follow.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I could.
You're pretty cool.
What brings you here tonight? Hope you're having a good one.
Locksteady, very interesting statement just then.
I think that was the don't die.
Oh, okay.
My physics teacher always would tell us, like in high school, before dances and like football games, she would always say, "Don't start or end a life." It's like, it's good advice.
One of my favorite
This is
TikTok
new.
sounds is goes along the lines of "Welcome to the weekend. Don't end any lives. Don't start any lives. Don't end up in jail. If you end up in jail, establish dominance quickly."
Like said, it was about the one Santa is definitely a traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this level looks very cool, but also very scary.
Yes.
This is
accurate.
a weird one. Yeah.
So at the
Very
end
accurate.
with the pinball things, I recommend just doing the sides. Don't try
Don't try the
Don't-
actual pinball part.
yeah.
Okay. Duly noted. I did actually try the pinball things at some point and
What
was
is
almost
pinball?
successful.
I'm very confused.
This is a confusing one.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
kind
I
of
will
just
give it that.
and I think like on this level, it's like all of the things that are in the patch are in this level. Like it's kind of the smorgasbord
Yeah.
of all the new mechanics and stuff.
Oh, come on.
No! Planets! Gosh darn you, planets. Messing with my vibe. Helping my vibe. I take all of that back. You just helped me with a major assist.
No.
Thank you very much. I take back all the mean things I was about to say.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Nice.
The slidey doos are really what gets me.
What do you mean?
That's disappearing platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Slidey doos.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
So close. So close.
Ah.
Bold of you to assume my reaction time is that quick.
Oh.
So here, if you jump on a button, it will change where the doors are.
Oh.
I do-
I
to
mean,
go-
the doors are already
Oh.
open. I might as
So-
well just...
So you need to go through the thing that's spinning right behind you.
Oh no.
Oh, this thing.
Yep.
I see. I was so confused.
Yeah, that got me the first time too.
Jump rope! Super complex jump rope.
Yeah.
Side. Go up the side. Don't bother with the pinball machine.
Come on. Here we go. Oh.
I think we still qualified. Yeah.
I made it like halfway through.
That one's a lot. Like,
Mhm.
it's definitely one of those levels that there's just so much going on that it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't love this one either.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of wall guys.
Never done this one.
So we'll move the boxes around, and your goal is to try to jump over the next like fence. But like
Okay.
we kind of all work together, and then we also kind of all like try to hurt each other. So oh wait, I thought we qualified?
Did I?
How that's rude.
Weird.
I'm pretty sure it said we qualified.
Funky.
Well. Can someone in chat confirm if it said we qualified? Or if I'm just crazy? But I'm pretty confident. Okay. Travis says it did. So. And Andy saw it as well. Okay. So we're not crazy.
This time.
This time. I mean, we could still be crazy, admittedly. But, like.
You never know.
Yeah.
There. Now I'm not so dark.
So I spent my day, like, with all my meetings and stuff, getting serenaded by someone, like, practicing guitar. And by practicing guitar, I mean, like metal. But it was, like, fun. They were, like, at the park or something, like, practicing for an event. And, like, I was, like, it was like a sound check. And so, like, the first time they went through, like, the set list, I was like, oh, okay, like, a neighbor's playing music. And then it, like, restarted, like, an hour later or 2 hours later. And I was like, oh, this is practice. And like, so then I was trying to figure out what that was for. And I was like, is it like a outdoor, like, dance? Like school dance? Like, is it like just people in the park playing instruments and they all brought their amps? Like, what's going on? But they were having a party. And that's what counts.
Sounds kind of nice. Oh, we just did this one.
Yeah, I'm slightly more prepared.
Redemption.
Yes, slightly more prepared.
Wow, I did not make it very far. Okay. It's gonna be better.
I believe. So I think
Y'all
here.
better not mess with me, planets. We're friends, remember?
Friends.
I do you as solid, you do me as solid, and you yeet me into the future, right? That's how this works. You yeet me into the future.
Earth Day, suckers.
Whoa. that didn't work out for me so much.
Oh no. Okay, we're good.
Oh no. Oh, come
Rude! Someone pushed me off the side.
on. Ooh. Oh, the planet did actually help me that time. Oh, come on.
Told ya! Thank you, planets, for assisting with my teammate. I'm telling you, if you're just nice to him. Now, Slippy Slides. Do me a solid favor. And
Oh, danger. Oh, danger. Okay, here we go.
it's to me.
Oh.
I got stuck on the edge! I was right there!
Oh, missed. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Slow and steady as it makes its way around.
Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel during this part.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, but where am I going?
So you can try to get like pinballed up, but here you just want to jump up to the platforms. And the trick is to, yeah, you did exactly right, Shaneen. I always make the mistake of going up too far, and then
I did it.
nice. there's a snowman at the top, not helping their team.
Or-
Oh, I found Santa with a shark bottom.
Oh.
What a combo.
What a combo. Okay, so here it said we qualified again. Now, like, I'm watching it carefully. Because I don't trust it anymore.
I know.
I do not trust it at all.
Ugh.
Back to Seesaw. Shaneen's favorite level.
Back to basics.
I mean, it would be my favorite if I hadn't done so badly on it last time. We'll see.
This was the big controversy. Was that because Chris hates Seesaw but loves Slime Climb?
He's wrong. He's not here to defend his position, so automatic fail.
Yeah. You can't win the debate if you're not there. We're all clumped together. Look at us. There's no way this.
Just wait it out,
this backfires
guys.
and
Wait it out.
harms all of us. I just got pushed off. Okay, believe in the team. Believe in the team.
Oh,
Also,
Oh, no. My life
oh, no.
choices.
Oh, no.
also gravity.
Don't believe in gravity. Gravity is your enemy here.
Oh,
Oh, there's a big Edis. That did not help.
I am not taking my chances.
Seesaw
Helped a little bit for me.
is not my friend today.
Oh man, oh man. Okay.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh,
That was a medium Edis at best. I like that, Locke.
You got this, Shaneen. I believe in you.
Oh.
That was definitely laggy on my part. Like, you were, like, still behind the hammer, and then you got launched.
Weird.
Yeah.
Seesaw
We
is
qualified.
falling down the list. Always above Slime Climb, though.
Always. I'm telling you, though,
Always.
there is the All Slime Climb show.
You keep saying that like it's a good thing.
We could grind out some rounds of Slime Climb.
Snowballs again.
Again, our arch
We have
nemesis.
yet to be successful.
Okay. Okay.
So I think top 4 will qualify here.
Don't die, everyone.
Yes.
We can do this.
If you're about to die, grab someone on a different team and take them down with you.
Yeah. Solid advice right there.
Ooh. I was definitely on a crash course with that snowball. Oh man, and I'm dead. Well, I believe in the team.
Who did you take with you?
Believe in the
Cameron?
team that believes in you.
Yes. You know, Shaneen? I don't need that attitude.
What happened to the strat?
Shaneen, I feel like you're in like the eye of the hurricane. Like you're just like watching all the snowballs go around you.
It was working really well last time until I died, so
Can't see myself. I couldn't see myself. I didn't know where I was.
oh no,
Oh, man, living on the edge.
That was terrifying. What? How?
I just earned a trophy.
I was
Nice.
still alive.
What did I earn?
But we didn't
I'm
get
gonna-
enough points as a team.
But I was still alive.
I earned a trophy because I reached level 10 during this season.
Nice.
Good for me.
I completed another objective and got some Crown
Apparently.
Shards.
Apparently, I reached level 10. Ooh, I also got some Crown Shard doohickeys.
Okay, so the trick is, I need to stop sucking
die.
at the snowball. Like, I feel like the last 2 times we've done that, I've just gotten obliterated like 10 seconds in.
You get a retweet. You get a retweet. You get a retweet. Everyone gets a retweet. That's a lie. My whole profile would be a disaster if that were the case.
Oh, Emma, how was your Easter?
Great. Did nothing productive in the wave school, but it was very nice, and I had delicious food with my mom and a family friend of ours who came to visit
Nice.
from Seattle, and yeah, it's very nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
And then
Hey, look, it's one I'm decent at. Okay,
Then you also
Kimber, you were
watched.
gonna say
I'm
something.
just going through like the show or thinking through the show notes.
Oh,
that you-
yeah.
and then
that's the half of the show notes that I did.
yeah,
Um,
and then you also watched Godzilla
I-
versus Kong. What's your?
I did.
What-
So all of my thoughts should be taken with a grain of salt because I realized after watching that one that I'd literally only seen King Kong. I hadn't seen either of the Godzilla movies, so I was like, I don't know any of the stuff that these people are referring to. Like what do they mean or whatever. But it was all right. I felt like there were several different storylines going on that didn't really connect with each other at any given point, even though they were trying to make them connect. It could have felt more united as a whole.
Oh man, I just
but
got knocked all the way backwards.
It was fine. I mean, it was a fun monster watch. I'll put it that way. I was expecting a lot more of Godzilla versus Kong, but instead it was just like, nah, they're on different sides of the planet right now, doing their own things.
Everyone mind their own business.
Yeah, everyone's like they're both just doing their own thing, and it's the whole pitch of this movie is these two famous creatures fighting each other. But anyway, it was fun to watch. It's just like a chill thing, but story could use some work.
What's
That's
up,
just my
mountain
humble
nerds?
opinion,
We are not winning. I don't know who is winning, but it is not us.
though. Not us.
Are y'all ready for the most riveting game in the...
Gonna say I have not missed this one. Wait,
Oh
there's-
yeah. So just wait.
They
They've
changed
added,
it.
They
they've
added a
added a
spinny
wiki
thing.
in the middle,
Yeah.
which is what screwed me last time.
So there
I'm
is a
like, oh,
trick,
This is gonna be bad.
but I think it only works for one person, and that's that you can actually jump on the whirligig. So it is a possibility. It's like it's very
Oh, no.
difficult for like
Oh.
more than 2 people to do it at a time. But
Or you can just get knocked off before
oh no.
Yeah.
fruit even shows up.
Yeah.
I know.
Mood.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, or you can hide in the corner.
Yeah, like the very edges work. But it's very difficult to like stay alive in the corners.
Yeah.
Like,
You've got people pushing you off and all that fun stuff.
yeah. I had one with this
Cameron,
that I
Cameron,
legitimately just
Cameron.
survived by bouncing in the middle the whole time.
Nice.
Like I'm going to try to do now. I was trying to push Disco off. Did we qualify? Hey!
Nice.
Nice. Good job, Cameron.
Yeah, way to carry.
way to take the team
I
too.
put the team on my dorsal fin. Mountain Nerds, it's always nice to hang out with you too. Hope you had a good day. But yeah, the first time I played that with the Whirly Gig, it was bad.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was basically the same thing that happened to Shaneen. I was just like moving towards the first fruit, and I just got like immediately Whirly Gigged off, and I was like, okay, fine. I see how it is.
Alrighty. Classic fruit shoot.
And oh, they did it. So there are Yeetuses in the corners now. Just as a heads up. Chat just like watched me almost choke really bad. Okay, there we go. I risked it and got like yeetused up like 2/3 of the way, and then just almost got hit by like 5 fruits in a row. Yeah. Good job, team.
Nice.
What's up, comics?
Hey. Hi.
It's going well. I was hoping that we would actually get a first place finish, but just all the watermelons are stuck in the front.
Tough.
The person's name was Dusty PP.
Yes.
That was indeed a life choice that they made.
I was going to point that out, but then I withheld. Because I have gotten very good at censoring myself. Apparently that qualified as something in my head to be censored.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, so we have like a run to the finals. And I was like, what are the odds of the like
Oh no,
the
I'm
person on the team
suck at this.
having an awful name? So we should just need to be top 2 here.
You're asking a lot.
Chunk, I'm back. Did I miss any wins? Yumo just definitely did not miss any wins.
Oh, I'm green. I thought we were okay. I may have just gotten a tail stolen because I thought we were blue.
It's all good. It happens. It happens.
What happens when you have dyslexia?
I'm just over here like kiting this yellow.
What button do I press?
R2.
Okay, thank you. I was so close to getting that guy's tail, but I didn't know what button to press. Come here, you. Come here, you. Come here. Okay, fine.
This one yellow has literally been following me around the whole game. Did I finally lose him? How are we doing? 30 seconds left. Okay, we need to make sure blue doesn't get tails is really where we need to be.
Right. That's who I'm going after right now, so.
I have it. Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
Come on, grab him. Man, well,
Uh,
I lost my
And
tail at the very end.
yeah,
Bummer, dude.
same. Had a tail like the whole time.
What's up, ham hacks? Welcome. What, 3 squads qualified? Only us got eliminated? That's just rude.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Just rude.
That's tail tag for you.
That's tail tag. Okay. Mountain nerds, whack.
Where's my water? I need some H2O.
So in chat, apparently mountain nerds misspelled Scotsman. And then comics called them out on it. And then mountain nerd says, I'm a podcaster, not a speller. And I tell people that at work all the time. Like, I talk, I don't write. Like, that's not my skill set.
That's like the entire mantra for this semester so far, just for everyone. And it's such a new experience because no one can spell. And it's so nice because it's like, we make movies, we don't spell words.
Like, one of my teammates is like writing her own book. And then like people will be like, oh yeah, this team did all this stuff. And I was like, I want to clarify. This person did all that stuff. They are very good at it. I am not.
Give me 4 hours of footage. I will put it into a coherent 4-minute video.
Yeah.
Ask me to spell a word, and I will freak out.
I was listening to Command Zone, which is a magic podcast, and one of them has like worked in Hollywood, like making trailers. And I was like, that sounds
Those are
like
fun stuff.
sounds like a party.
It is.
Like
I'm one of the
yeah.
few people in my class who actually enjoys the editing part. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like a party, not in the sense that it'd be easy, but just like that'd be really fun. Like, how do you build the hype for the thing?
Yeah.
I was like, that seems really cool. But I found lately that I like really struggle with remembering to do like close parentheses.
Yeah.
Like I'll start the parenthesis and then like, especially like on Discord, I do it a
Not
lot.
end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like it just like recently started in the past like 6 months. And it's like never been a problem before, and I just keep doing it. Oh, this flower. I believe. Oh. I'm so confused to where this like chat conversation started. Okay. so Locksteady, I'm learning I can't have both. I can't have both. Either I spell great, but holy crap, I have trouble speaking out loud. And then comics, aren't you glad you chose to stream? And I joined a podcast, no less. 2 exact things you should do. Then Chunk says, Locksteady, can you spell platinum? Because you sure can't earn them. Oh man, Chunk.
Jade Throne.
Mountain Nerd says, all because Caleb can't spell. You're welcome. Oh, and comics, thank you for the host. Sorry, I
Ooh.
just
Many
saw that.
thanks.
I need to get, if I just pop open that, will it do the alerts? Yes, it's all Caleb's fault.
Thank the planets.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, I messed up that
Planets
jump.
are your friend.
And tried to recover and did not recover. I feel like the game playlist tends to like pick very like certain games. Oh man, I just got hit really bad by a star. Mountain says, "Don't mind me, just over here playing."
I also just got
I'm
hit by a
still
star.
falling. How am I still falling? Okay, like people are seeing this in chat, right? Like I've fallen through the level. Like
Oops.
I am still falling. Like what is going on?
No!
Like
You've glitched.
and I'm free.
Free falling. Oh, I almost was gonna join you.
I really hope we
What
all
the
finish and I'm still falling.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
boy.
So this is exciting. Welcome everyone. This is First Geek 411, where we just live in the pink abyss that is
The eternal abyss.
that is slime climb glitches or Fall Guys glitches. Don't mind us.
Thank you very much. I am doing fine.
Okay, okay.
I'm still falling.
Oh, no.
Just for
Oh,
the
no.
record.
The weird eternal jump rope things are really getting to me, but
Will someone that's in chat like clip this for us? Like, can you get when I get hit by the star and I just like endlessly fall for the next like minute and a half?
please do that. I would very much appreciate it.
Just keep falling, falling.
Oh, the Gravity Falls episode with the bottomless pit. Yes.
Well,
Oh no, I saw you glitching. You were just hanging there.
I'm just hanging there. So I think that's technically on me, but
I mean, you couldn't really do much about it anyway, so.
I have not seen Gravity Falls. Is it a show I should watch?
Yes.
Like,
Comics, I
half
literally
of the
can't
first
clip that far back. I can go back to when you're still falling. Jeez. Thanks, Fall Guys. Oh, man.
But yes, you should definitely watch Gravity Falls.
I
My
thought I
one-
was sitting in the lobby all by myself, but then I realized I just hadn't gotten past the like the level up page. I hadn't hit confirm.
Wonder where I can watch it. I'm Google to the internet. Oh,
Disney.
it's on Hulu.
Disney Plus.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, would you look at that? Watch Gravity Falls on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a friend who watches it every summer, and it's her favorite show ever. And she always wanted me to watch it, and there was nowhere that it was streaming. And then Disney Plus happened, and it was very exciting.
thanks for the clip, comics.
Nice.
If nothing else, we have a funny story. Oh, and Mountain Nerds got us in the Discord as well with a clip. Thank you.
Nice.
What's up, Neo Spider? How you doing today? You just
Woohoo.
missed me falling for
Fine.
45 seconds straight or something like that. Like
I was falling for 30 minutes.
Okay, I got more fans.
I am so ready for Loki to come out.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm
I
ready
asked
for that.
Shaneen this in the podcast Monday. But Emma, what are your hopes and fears for Loki?
I mean, my fears, as always, are going to be that they just totally ruin it because that has happened in so many cases with so many things that I have loved over the years. You know, the industry that I am going into for my career has just ruined. But I mean, I do feel like it has a lot of potential as Loki. I don't know what I have for in terms of hopes. I just hope it's decent, and I'm ready to see Loki with Owen Wilson.
I keep forgetting he's in it.
I know that keeps
Yeah.
throwing me off.
I'm super interested like what his character is gonna be, like in terms of like
Yeah.
like he seems like he's gonna kind of be like one of like the in charge kind of people, and so
Yeah.
I'm super curious to what like he's gonna be doing, because I feel like I haven't seen Owen Wilson in things recently.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess I hope that they just keep up with Loki's sass level.
Mhm.
Like in what was it, Dark World? No, yeah, Dark World or whatever, when he was making fun of Captain America.
Mhm.
I want to see more of that. But I hope it's done as well as Scarlet WandaVision,
Mhm.
rather than just being your more basic, whatever this current show is.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Bucky.
Yeah, clearly I'm trying to focus, but
Well, what is it? The Sam and Bucky and Zemo and Sharon.
yeah,
Okay, that was awful.
yeah. I cheated on my girlfriend with her great niece.
Oh, Steve.
That's logical.
Oh, Steve. But it's okay, because he then went back in time to be with her
Yeah,
in an alternate timeline.
in an alternate timeline, so she didn't know any better.
Yeah. I love how quickly people were like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Comic says, to be fair, his girlfriend was dead at the time he kissed the niece.
But still, you don't go for their niece.
We were talking the other day that, like, I'm super curious, like, whenever the MCU eventually does end, what will be, like, the next time we have, like, Marvel movies? Are they still going to tie, like, Captain America to World War II? Because, like, that's such a core part of that character's story. So, like, does it just become that thing where, like, every time they reboot the character, they just have to invent a new reason that they are still alive in the modern day?
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting thought. Well, I don't know. That's a thought. Something I would have never thought of before.
It's because it's kind of the same with, like, Magneto. Like, again, super tied to World War II. But, like...
Really?
Like being a Holocaust survivor is, like, such a core...
duh.
Yeah,
I
like,
knew that.
but, like, that's such a core part of that character. So, like, in the comics, like, he gets cloned or de-aged or magic or whatever. And that's how they can, like, keep the character around. But, like... But I'm super curious to if they will, like, keep doing that over and over again. Oh, Comics in the Cross says they did that in the comics. Cap's story was updated to have him frozen in ice. The other characters all had their stories slightly altered. Okay.
Is that in reference to the movies?
Yeah, so, like, that's how they, like,
Okay.
updated the comics to be more in line with that idea of how like how he's still alive in the present.
Like how they redesigned Tony Stark to look like RDJ.
Yeah. Or
Which just cracks me up.
or Nick Fury to be Samuel L. Jackson. Like,
Yeah. Things like that just crack me up because it's like just those actors fit those characters so well that they're just like, yeah, we're gonna, sure, you get that honor of officially taking over this role.
yeah. And Ham Hacks has a deep one that I'm going to throw at us while we're in the middle of a level. So Ham Hacks asks, what's the most important aspect of your life? Like the most beautiful thing and important thing that has really
Jesus.
impacting your life.
Jesus! Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, who died on the cross many, many years ago for my sins, and I love him very much for it.
And rose on Sunday.
And he rose on Sunday. Yes, he came back to life
It's
to
past.
prove that it is past, and I have somehow succeeded in whatever it was I was just trying to accomplish. So now I'm going to roll down this hill without getting knocked off.
Oh, Shaneen, that was amazing.
I don't know how this happened. It still isn't enough to save me, but I can't.
So for those, I think a lot, if you like wait for it to swing back the other way and then run, you can get enough like time to get across.
Would you believe that that's what I've been trying to do this whole time?
Oof. I don't believe in the Fall Guys. Especially after I fell for 30 minutes, but like, you know.
No.
I don't know how I'm doing this, but I just crossed the finish line.
There we go. There we go.
The Sunday school answer. Oh, come on. But it's true, though, comics. It's true. Live your truth, and that is my truth.
So, Max says, is the answer the same for Cameron and Shaneen? I mean, that's definitely, like, I'll say the best answer. Like, it feels like one of those things that, like when I was a minister, that you always had to do the, like, so I'm going to ask the question, and you can't say Jesus.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. So excluding that, obviously my wife. But,
Good. Love your wife.
Jesus, my wife.
Yeah. I mean, and I guess it does kind of go back to, I was talking about this kind of indirectly before we started, but like if anyone were to ask me that question just out in public, I would definitely say Jesus, because it's true. And I would just like answer honestly and see it as an opportunity, but I also wouldn't like shove it in their faces. But yeah, that's my truth. And that's why I'm where I am today in my life. Because I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, I should focus.
Comics.
I think out loud when I'm concentrating sometimes.
Hey, nothing wrong
And
with
I would
that.
love to read your comments, but I am concentrating. So
I
I'm
messed
not looking down. This game requires a lot of focus on my part.
I feel like this level in particular.
Yeah.
Oh man, that whirly gig saved me. It just like gave me a little boop.
I hate you, whirly gig. You suck.
Okay.
But for me, I mean, aside from the obvious answer of Jesus, and aside from the secondary obvious answer of my husband,
Cameron's wife.
Single for life over here. Actually, not for life. Unless I decided to become a nun, which would be a really weird shift in life choices.
it is an option, though.
It is certainly an option, but quite a shift in life from where I currently am as a graduate film student. I don't know how I just made that jump, but it failed anyway.
I just made
That's
a big
okay.
jump too, and then it was like disqualified. And I tried
I believed.
so hard and got so far. Okay, yes. Aside from those answers, I think I would have to say just the way that Jesus speaks to me through stories. Probably. one of the biggest, most beautiful parts of my life.
Cameron, I'm joining you.
Oh, Shark Time.
Shark time.
I was like, what do you mean?
I'm joining you.
Chunk says Mr. Beast Burger. And then Comic said, I wanted to read this earlier because this came in like right as we got going. Said Nick Fury in the Ultimate Universe looked like Samuel L. Jackson. The deal he made when he found out was that when they cast him as Nick Fury in the movies, or cast Nick Fury in the movies, cast him and he wouldn't sue.
Is this purple lightsaber?
With his purple lightsaber.
Purple lightsaber in the Marvel Universe.
Then Ham Hacks asks, are you like Catholic?
Yes. That is me. I am the Catholic. Wouldn't change it for $1 billion.
I'm not Catholic. Although I do feel like Catholic's like one, like the denomination name game.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty cool.
just like
Not gonna lie.
the Universal Church. Like
That is us.
it's kind of hard to have another name that's like as like as like
I would also
Universal.
not change that for $1 trillion. No amount of money could ever make me change that part of my existence. Yes, I am the resident Catholic among Christians.
Okay. Okay. Believe in the
think that-
team.
Believe in the team that believes in you. I'm just gonna keep saying that whenever the team comes up now.
Can I make it? Can I make it? No. Should have gone to the middle.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Okay, okay. Oh man, oh man. Getting booped. Getting booped.
So many boops.
No boops.
Oh, good job. We all like finished in pretty quick succession.
Nice.
Lux says, did I just see the TV from Job Simulator as a costume? I don't know if it's exactly the TV from Job Simulator, but it is very similar. And I think it's the Amazon promo.
And Co-op Trio podcast, yes. I do believe that Jesus Christ is the one and only.
Comic says, terrified every time someone swings at Cameron that he's going to get yeeted to the void again. Don't mind me. Just my team losing. Like,
Just hanging out over here.
While I'm floating through space, minding my own business.
Ooh, this one did not go well last time.
Drink your water, kids.
Drink of the water. I got you. I got you. Switch drinks.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Please don't die. Your presence is valuable.
Shaneen, how many like mason jar cups do y'all have? Do y'all have only?
6.
Okay, I just feel like you're always drinking water out of a mason jar, and I was like legitimately ready for the answer to be like only, like that kind of thing. It's like we're a mason jar family.
No, we just have a set. It's my favorite to drink out of, so that's...
They're pretty fun to drink out of.
I feel like the water tastes better coming out of them. It's probably not a thing, but...
Hey,
I just like them because they're fun to drink out of.
I feel like it's
I
one
mean,
of those things that
to be
like,
honest.
like it's as long as you're drinking water, like it's one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like I know like that's definitely one of the things for me that I like. I just need to be drinking more water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
I suck at this level.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Okay.
I believe Shaneen.
I believe that we will pass. Why is this one going so fast? It's throwing off my groove.
You threw off Emma's groove. Ooh, I like that yellow with the shark, Emma.
Thanks. I thought it was pretty fun.
Oh wow, that one has maximum zooms.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The maximum zooms.
Like that is so fast.
And it's throwing me off, both
oh,
literally and
oh, no.
figuratively.
There we go. There we. Okay. That, I get it.
Loxie, I couldn't possibly overstate how much I love that movie.
What? I
assume they mean Emperor's
I
New
am
Groove.
confusion. Oh, yeah. I quote that frequently. That and Road to El Dorado. I just constantly wish had more.
No.
What's the word? Or more appreciated. That's what I'm saying.
I'm really glad we got eliminated.
What happened?
Then it was Slime Climb.
Oh, I just heard you yell no, and I was like, "Is your house okay?" Like,
Are you okay? Is your family
Yeah.
okay?
I forgot we got eliminated for a second, and I got really worried. It's fine though.
For our last one of the night, we could do the all slime climb.
That is an option.
It is. I don't think I've ever done Slime Climb. Just heard about it. No one heard that.
So we quote for Emperor's New Groove. We do the like, "How'd you get here so fast?" By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. It's another one of those that from that.
So many quotable moments in that movie.
I feel like I need to rewatch it. Like I definitely think it's
You
been a
mean
long
you
time.
mean Cusco's poison? The poison meant specifically for Cusco? That's the one I go to a lot.
I feel like it's one of those movies I thought was good when I watched it, like when it came out.
And it's just meh.
But yeah, but like it
But
didn't
it's
like
still like quotable.
like it didn't like stick with me. But like I definitely feel like I would enjoy the humor a lot more now.
Yeah. I swear, any of these levels that involve falling
Oh,
are
I was doing so
super
good.
easy for me to just. Did I just jinx it for you, Cameron? I'm still
my
all
gosh,
the
I
way
just
at the
died
beginning,
again.
you guys.
I had a
I
very
suck at this level.
Me too.
I
Oh
was
my
in
goodness.
I was in
Oh.
like first place. And then just like fell off like multiple times in a row.
Finally made it to the first checkpoint. Took me long enough.
Like I say, one of my other favorite or all-time favorite moments is, and put that box in another box.
And send it to myself in the mail. I'll smash it with a hammer. Sometimes my family wonders how it is I'm able to quote so many things when in reality, even I don't know. It's just all sort of logged away for later use.
I really like the meme of like, it's like the person's brain. It's like you meet someone new. It's like, hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. And then it's like movie quotes, video game knowledge, that kids I went to kindergarten with. And the name just doesn't fit. It's like, hello, blah, blah, blah. or hello, person, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything in the store I want? No, there is not. Okay, so here's the plan. The game doesn't. We don't die. The game doesn't glitch, and we cross the finish line.
Great plan.
That's our plan. 1, 2, 3, break.
Go team.
When the game first came out, I was watching some like competitive Fall Guys tournaments.
Oof.
And I was like, this is bananas. It was like, there's so much going into this that's like, or just run through the levels. Like,
Casually.
just a casual stroll through the levels.
Make them look easy.
Because I think like the way that they work, and maybe this is how other battle royales work too, is it was like you played as a team, and then like you got points based on how far y'all made it in a round. So like if you won the round, you got 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
But if you made it to the finals, you got 3 points, stuff like that. And then it was like your best your 3 scores out of the hour, that kind of thing.
Mm.
And so you're just trying to like rep through games as quickly as possible with your team. Chunk says, how much Gravity Falls do I have to watch? Or for Lock City, how much of Gravity Falls do I have to watch for you to finish that platinum? Lock City says, all of it. I had to do a full playthrough of SP to get the plat because I only missed the token experience. What's SP? Like, what game are y'all talking about? Because I went to Sucker Punch, which I don't think is what the answer is, since that's not a game.
But to be fair, you're just gonna want to watch all of Gravity Falls anyway.
Tried to like dive down the thing.
Oh, I get it. It's just the triangle things that rotate. It's not the whole thing. It's just the triangles that rotate. That makes so much more sense than what I was logically thinking.
It's all
inside my...
about the cones.
Because I forgot my names for 3D shapes.
I was making a Parks and Rec reference.
I haven't watched that show in quite some time. Blah.
Oh, South Park. Okay.
Sometimes you would think that English was not my first language when it really is.
I feel that way a lot when I'm talking to people that are like bi or trilingual.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're better at like multiple languages than I am at the one that I barely speak.
At the one I speak. I appreciate games with checkpoints. They make my life a little bit easier. Also, The Witcher Season 2 finished wrapping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I just thought about that, but figured I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Or
for
they
season two.
wrapped production, so it's coming out later this year.
Yeah, I'm
Exciting.
super hyped.
Me too.
Like Witcher 3 as a game is one of those things that's just like always on the list of things that like I would love to go back and actually play.
Yeah.
And
I'm in the midst of it. That's another one of those games
yeah.
that I'm playing, but it takes me a while because I go, ooh, shiny thing.
That was kind of my thing. And then it was like, and then I was also trying to like trophy hunt in it. And I think one of the trophies is to like beat the game on the hardest difficulty. And I was like,
I have a hard enough time as it is just leveling up on the normal difficulty level or setting. So I'm just like, I get too distracted by the shiny things to go fight monsters.
Shunk says he and Locksteady became friends on PSN the other day and immediately looked at each other's trophies. Locksteady, are we friends on PSN? I do not know. If we're not, send me a friend request. Also, like, I feel like I definitely don't remember people that I am friends with. So, like, I definitely have a coworker that she and I, like, played a bunch of The Division 2. And then we were talking about video games at work. And I was like, wait, are we friends on PlayStation? And she's like, Cameron, we've literally played games together. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Right.
That's my bad. And also, like, to be fair, even like tonight, I didn't remember if I was friends with Emma on PSN.
Yes. I only have like 5 friends. So.
Lockett's the Humar Whittle. I'll put it in chat for you.
I just looked at the textured, like, grassy background for this level and went, ooh, Legos.
Legos. I want them to do a like a one versus many type of level for this. Like if they are gonna like actually like leave squads in long term. And have there be a level where it's like a squads only mode where it's like capture the flag, but you're like protecting your one person on the team kind of thing. I think it'd be, oh, I just got hit off. But I'm not falling to my doom.
But better not. No.
Those hammers at the end really got me.
Yeah.
You're one position out.
I know, I saw that.
So close, so close.
So close.
One of the things that I think is super interesting, I mentioned this and then I think I got distracted with Falling into the Void. Is like it feels like when you play this game, you tend to get certain levels a lot. So like for like a couple days, Bagheera, how's it going? And then like when Chunk and I played squads the other day, we played probably like 5 or 6 rounds, and in like 4 of those rounds we had the same game. And then tonight we have not played that one any. I just think it's like super weird how that works out. Bagheera, we are having fun, and isn't the real Crown the friends that we made along the way, not the things that you get for actually winning.
Yes. I was playing Star Wars the other day and having fun chilling with my robot. my little robot guy that runs around with me.
BD1 is the best.
I almost called him BB-8, and I was like, that's not right. He's not a roly boy.
He's not a roller boy.
Not the right robot. But I just got the upgrade thingy where I can go up zip lines instead of just down them.
Yes. Yes, Locke, I loved it when you said that during Sea of Thieves on Sunday. It made me super happy.
What? Huh?
Are the real friends, are the real victories the friends you make along the way, or whatever that, however you want to adapt that. Chunk says the real crowns are the crowns. I don't know. Yes, and Comics says Fallen Order is such a great game.
Definitely hit that point. Zero Dawn's just wandering around.
Oh, I did not jump far enough.
Whatever, getting all of the robots to do my bidding. I am falling eternally.
Oh.
Guys, I'm falling eternally.
It happened to you?
Yeah.
Something about this level, hey?
Yeah. Did you get hit by a star?
I have been disconnected from the server.
Oh.
And now I'm falling eternally. I'm going to take a picture of this. Oh no, I couldn't take a picture of it.
Oh, come on.
I'll just chill here.
Oh, come on. Oh, people don't hit the buttons.
Oh, what? That's the first time I've been hit by a star.
That was how I fell eternally. Was I got hit by a star and then like fell to my doom.
They come out of nowhere.
Yes,
They really do come out of nowhere.
I think the buttons send stars at the other side. Oh my gosh, Cameron, jump onto the platform.
Oh my goodness. No, I can't. No?
Okay, so I was curious, and it looks like it is what happened, that when somebody falls forever, they get like an X over their name. So, because I saw that like when I was so like instead of like the flag or whatever for like crossing the finish line, there's like an X that shows up, and so
interesting,
like for disconnected or whatever. But
why though? Why? That one was rough.
it is good that Jesus saves us all from the fall.
Okay, we had a rough patch. A couple rounds in a row where we haven't gotten out of the first round. But this time, we're gonna.
I was falling eternally,
we're gonna not glitch.
Wasn't exactly anything I could do about
we're
that.
We're gonna not die, and then we're gonna cross the finish line. Whichever one of those is applicable.
Shaneen next to fall into the void.
Plus, don't glitch.
Shaneen, it's your turn next.
I'm on it.
Note taken.
Bagheera says, I can't believe the bugs that still happen in this game. I feel like it's one of those things where it's just like, well, we didn't know how to program this. Like, or not in like the like skill way, but just like, yeah, we never anticipated that when you get hit by the star at this exact angle, like the game
Which happens more frequently than you would think.
Yeah, it's like our testing did not uncover this bug.
I've got it this time.
I believe.
I'm gonna make it all the way to the end.
You can do it.
So if we're like If I was a good streamer, I would have like the poll option set up so people could like wager their channel points. So like we could actually like each round like take bets on like, are we gonna make it through? What's gonna happen?
No. Doubtful.
So it's like the Magic 8 Ball. Seems unlikely.
Oh no.
Okay. Here we go.
I don't know how I just made that jump. It's like most of this game for me. I don't know how I did that.
No.
Oh man.
I keep clicking L3 to like do a sprint and forgetting that that's not actually
Yeah, Shaneen.
an option in this game. Oh,
I'm gonna hear it, devs. I like those odds. Locke says, I think you're a good streamer. Thank you, Locke. And Comic says, your mods can run that for you. See, the thing is, the mods are us.
we are the mods.
And then,
So.
and then Deanna. So, but we will eventually need to grow the mod crew. But
Did we qualify?
oh,
don't know.
I was not looking.
Neither was I.
I'm pretty sure we didn't. But
Yes, that's fair.
But we did not.
okay. Exiting the show.
Ye-
Ooh, we have a volunteer.
Chunk.
Chunk.
Chunk, you're cool. Just so you know.
Shanine's head nod said it all.
That's how you really know you're cool.
It'll go to his head. Chunk, I'm not supposed to tell you, but you're cool.
After I banned Locke in comics. Did we qualify? Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
Bagheera, that's so good.
I was obsessed with those penguins for a while as a kid.
Okay, Chunk. You're now a mod.
No, not the fans again. I suck at this level.
Oh, this one's even worse now. With the fans in the middle.
Oh
Fans.
no.
Fans?
I
don't see
suck
this
at the
going
normal
well.
level too.
Locke, what have you done?
Oh, they're overlapping? What's going
That-
on?
The
Straight
What's
chaos.
going on? Ah. They're just like, you know what the big fan level needs? More,
More
fans.
Fans.
When in doubt, add more fans.
Oh no.
So that's what everyone needs, right?
Wow, apparently you can do the side fans at the towards the finish line and just get all the way towards the line. Well, okay. Chunk unlimited power.
I don't know how I've gotten this far. Someone fell from the sky and knocked me off! How dare they!
I saw that.
Rude!
I also 100% just hit X to jump, like watching you, Emma. I think we qualified. Yeah.
We did.
I'll take it. That's the furthest I've ever made it.
Drunk. Oh, wow, you actually made me a mod. I thought you were joking. Never. I never joke.
You have proved yourself worthy. We thought they were too.
I believe.
Roll out.
You done? Oh, I have done this one. Okay.
So remember, don't die.
Don't die.
And watch out for meanies that will try to push you off.
I've definitely had that happen on this level.
Oh, we lost a person.
Ready. Try not to die.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm dying. I died. Go, Cameron, go.
You're not getting me French fry? I juked that.
No,
French
but
fry
Red
like a
Panda might.
monster. Okay, how are we doing? 17 seconds.
Got this, I believe in you. Mr. Potato Man over there is looking a little confused. Nice.
Think we made it? We made it?
We did.
No! It did the thing again where we were 7th and it said, and then it switched to 6 teams qualify.
Rude.
Very rude.
I believed. And now I am let down. Okay, I think we probably got like 1 or 2 more. Seeing how these go.
Oh, wow. Is that really the time? Goodness gracious.
We have been following
Time flies
for 2
when
hours.
you're having fun.
And as we are, I mean, it's getting to the close eventually, but we don't want to say D&D this Saturday. Hope
Woo!
to see everyone there at 12:30 Mountain Time. And so we'll be going back session 2. Last time we met the
Max?
Queen.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going. Ham hacks, that is a long and complicated question with a long and complicated answer. A lot of it has to do with history.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. Historical choices were made.
Mistakes were made.
Some people would not call them mistakes, but
Right.
mistakes happened on both sides.
See, that's what I meant. Like in general, people happened, and
People happened.
Oh,
look, isn't the answer to most questions people happened? Yeah.
Yeah. It really does just sort of come down to that. People happened.
I was doing so good. And then, okay, here we go. Here we go.
oh.
How did that push me off? How does that work logically? Then again, I guess physics don't really apply in this game.
There are indeed some physics.
Some physics. Just not logical ones.
Come on.
Like the fact that I keep forgetting that sprinting is not an actual option in this game. I keep pressing L3.
They have such short legs. They keep sprints. Good job, Shaneen, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, good night, ham hacks.
Yeah, have a good one.
I didn't see that you were leaving, but good night. I'm too focused on trying not to
Chunk, thank you so much for gifting a sub. And that alert was really loud for me.
It was super quiet for me.
Okay. Can I change the volume for that? So on my screen, the alert volume is all the way down. But it was definitely not all the way down. Lock. I mean, yes, some physics, not real physics, but some physics.
I just love that. Isn't the answer to so many things, though, people happened? Yes. I was going to say, didn't we just do this one? But no, we didn't.
Similar.
Similar, but not quite. Practically perfect in every way.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how it was that loud. I feel like there must be a different feed that it's like grabbing through. That like, because like there is like a separate mute for it, but I'm gonna remute it and I'll figure it out later.
You do that.
Because like I had it muted earlier. Because I
Made a dumb choice. I made a silly choice. Guys, I made a silly choice with whatever it is that I just decided to do. And I know it was a bad choice when I made it.
Oh, our teammate is a disco ball.
Nice.
Nice, Shaneen.
Crushed it.
My brain just made a really random connection in the middle of this that I don't know how it got there.
Oh, what happened?
But I don't know if it's a topic that we can share.
Okay.
But I just realized that my fully processed that my grandparents met a person who is no longer in existence, but ended up in jail for some very sad reasons. But very famous person. But I don't know how my brain got to that, whatever it was. But did we qualify?
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we were like third.
Okay.
Like we did really well. Slime climb! Come on, Shaneen! This is the time!
Oh, I
This
have done
is-
this one. They have a pirate hat?
This is the time, Shaneen.
Okay, get ready to carry me.
Okay. Get ready to
You
grapple
were
us.
slime climbed for a time such as this. There's a
There's
fan at the end.
Oh
man.
boy.
Why would you do that?
This is just one of those levels where I keep forgetting that sprinting is not a mechanic in this game.
Oh, come on. I'm already dead. Well, did not carry the team.
Yeah. Nope.
Cameron, I was counting on you.
Shaneen, it is all you.
You've got to be
It
kidding
is
me.
literally all you.
Guys. Oh, no.
I made the mistake of trying to do the
Hey,
try.
hey,
Oh, no,
jump.
Shaneen.
No, it's
Oh,
not moving.
no.
Oh man.
Wouldn't get up.
That's rough.
Chunk, can you get a clip of it being slime, of it like being revealed that it was slime climb?
Was it good? Was it so good?
Well, guys, does things to you. Yeah, it certainly does. You're not wrong.
And you're not wrong.
In fact, you're very, very right. Sorry, I was watching the end of the level.
No,
That
I
was just me
forgot
being
that I could
enthralled by
exit
the
out.
level. Given that I've never actually
When the game was first coming out, they had a dev diary talking about like how they designed Slime Climb. And it was like super interesting to hear them talk about like what went into it.
which was
Cause like originally it was like a dome that you went went up like a spiral.
mm-hmm.
But they found that like you couldn't like easily see the slime coming. Because you like basically were always like looking interior of the dome. And then they felt like that like defeated the purpose. And so then they changed it from the spiral to like switchbacks that we have. So that way you could see the slime coming up behind you and stuff like that. And I was like, that's really interesting. But and then like they also like designed it to be the hard level in the base game. Like that was their intention. That's why it's
well,
like,
they did well.
yes. But like that's why it's like the only level in the game that's a race, but you still can get eliminated. Like none of the other races will eliminate you for dying.
I think I've seen some of the designs for the beans.
I also love the fan theory for the design of like the bones within the bean, like within the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The devs are like, well, this is canon now.
It's unsettling.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I was
Pretty
DMing our D&D game, y'all would fight those.
I believe it.
And I'm gonna say that knowing full well at some point I might D&D some, and there's a good chance, or DM some for D&D games, and there's a good chance that when I do that, y'all will
We're
fight.
gonna get some beans.
Yeah. Oh, it jumps too far. I believed, and I should not have believed.
That's like this entire level for me. I believe that I should not have. I don't know how I just made that jump. But I did.
Oh man.
Oh, oh, oh.
Believed and I shouldn't have, but that's okay.
No worries, Chunk. Yeah. We were definitely in trouble. Like when I crossed the line and we went from 15th to 14th place. It was like, oh, we're not in good shape.
No.
Okay. One more.
That's what we always say.
That was like a first round elimination. I say knowing full well that we had like 4 first round eliminations in a row earlier, but I blame the glitches. Obagira says we can clip the stream VOD afterwards. I was checking. I was like, can I be fancy and like switch us to like the screen just being our chat after like we finish the round? I cannot. It is not set up. Okay, here we go. Remember, don't get glitched.
And don't die.
Don't die. Cross the finish line.
New top 3 rules.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Why is it the fans? I suck at the fans.
Okay. If you're in chat, send us your power. Beware of the surprise fans.
Oh boy.
Oh man, barely made that jump.
See, the thing is, I suck at balance in video games. Anything that's like walking on a very thin base is just not something I'm good at.
Oh, this person almost hit me off. Oh, so chat saw I was just trying to like grab someone to mess them up, and then I got booped off by someone else.
Oh, bummer, dude.
I hereby accept that as my fate.
No, not the whirly gig.
Oh, come on.
That another shark person was me.
Been there, been there.
I was like, wait, I didn't press the jump button.
In the business, we call that instant karma.
Yeah.
So I think we're still good though.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this one.
Fans are like that one's a hard one. Come on, game. What's it gonna be?
That's the bad news.
Roll on again. Kind of want to redeem myself at the snowball one, but
We had a good stretch with that for a while.
y'all had a good stretch of that for a while.
Fine.
I did well the first time,
That's
and then
fair.
like instantly died every other time that we played it.
well, that was a choice that I made.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That was also a choice that I made.
Okay, chat. First place.
What? I can't look, I'm trying to focus. What is the deal with chat, Cameron?
I was first place.
Oh, okay.
But since they were like
No.
watching my view, they saw it happen.
Okay. Oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Why did I think that was a good idea? I don't know. I thought one of these platform things would save me, but I guess not. I suck. It's okay though.
Okay, one more. Oh, I got the bottom of the Among Us egg.
What?
I-
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I heard Among Us, but my head went to The Last of Us, and I was like, what? There's no egg in The Last of Us.
So far.
So far.
Got 6 more levels, or 5 more levels till I can get the Among Us top. But okay, so I can go ahead and wrap the stream. Everyone, thank you for hanging out with us in chat. Hope y'all had fun hanging out, watching us play and struggle. Remember, the real crowns are the friends we made along the way. That's what we're all here for. Definitely not to actually win. Watch out for snowballs. Don't get hit by the stars and fall for all eternity. Saturday, see you at D&D, 2:30 Mountain Time, right here. And then
2:30?
sorry, 12:30.
I was gonna say,
If you come at 2:30, we will still be playing D&D,
Yeah.
most likely.
you will just have missed 2 hours
Yes,
of it, though.
but 12:30. And then Monday nights, 6:45 Mountain Time, here with normal podcast stuff. So, Shaneen, Emma, thank y'all for being here too.
It was fun.
Yay.
Fun.
And let's go do a raid. I need to see who is on.